a year ago today, in about an hour and a half, my little brother will have taken my dad's gun out of his truck, gone into the bathroom, and shot himself in the chest. The story that his blood told is that he sat on his yoga mat in front of the bathroom door. If he had been standing there first, he was looking in the mirror, and he sat down, shot himself. He didn't die. He had unlocked the bathroom door at that point. He'd locked himself in. He unlocked the bathroom door. Stumbled down the hall with his hands on the walls, and when he got into the kitchen, he collapsed dead. 1 year ago today. And when that happened, I had just gone viral on YouTube, and I was talking to everybody about it. I was talking openly about it, rather. People were telling me that I need to let myself grieve. You need to let yourself grieve, Julian. I don't know what the hell these people wanted from me. To just shut up because I lost my brother? Should I just shut the hell up? I had built an audience around overcoming pain and asking questions to understand the world. And because I lost my brother, a lot of people said, Julian, you're wrong. You need to give yourself time to grieve. They wanted me to shut up. I look like Dan Herschel. You know who Dan Herschel is? So, I'll walk out. There's my mom in the den. She's crying today. And she goes to her room after she sees me, and then I follow her, and I hug her, and ask her, why are you crying? And she said, because it's been 1 year, and Jared's still dead. It's real. Jared's still dead, she said. What do I say to that? Yeah, Mama, yeah, you're right. Why is it taking you a year to understand that he's dead? You know, I could have been like her. But I have this book that gives me very specific instructions on how to deal with a death in the family. And there's a guy in it. They call him Jesus. Jesus says to a man, follow me. The man says, yes, Jesus, I'll follow you. Hey, but first, let me go back to my house. I got to bury my dead father. And Jesus says, leave the dead to bury their own dead, but you go and preach the kingdom of heaven. Now, brothers and sisters, I did mourn when I lost Jared. And I have my moments where I'm sad. But the mourning is long gone. And even whenever it was real, I wouldn't mourn often. Couldn't afford to. what does it mean, let the dead bury their own dead, but you go and preach the kingdom of heaven? So grief belongs to people who are trapped in their emotions. And what was I saying? Okay, so grief is a person who is given to self-indulgence will be given to grief. A person who is not given to self-indulgence will not be given to grief. Does that mean that they won't feel sad? That doesn't mean that. But because feeling anything else, because feelings don't envelop them, grief is included. So leave the dead to bury their dead. You see, somebody who's given to emotional indulgence, this is not a person who has the living Spirit of God with them. This is what is called a dead person. Right? Their eyes are open, they're walking around, but they're dead. Because to be without the Spirit of God is to be dead. And the pain of life, when we're without God and we're not in heaven, that's called hell. So my mama in hell. Come on, mama. My dad's doing better. You know, he said it hurt him when someone sent him a picture, but up until that point, he was okay. I mean, there's a whole nother level of hurt for my dad. I mean, he might blame himself. It might be because I told him it's his fault. You know? What was I supposed to say? You didn't do anything wrong? I haven't said that recently, but it is what it is. But my brother, Jared, or Jord, or Garth, he'd already been dead for 2 years. You know, you don't stay jobless, locked up in your bedroom, fucking jacking off all day, wasting your time, shouting at your parents, calling your mom a cunt, setting your guitar on fire, cutting up your brother's clothes, destroying all your family shit. This isn't life. That's not life. We had already lost Jared for 2 years. So, I mean, this just marks the 3rd anniversary of losing my brother, not the 1st. But, and somebody, you know, said in comments yesterday something about keeping his memory alive. I don't care, man. I don't care. I really don't care that much. It's just with me. I don't need him to live in your mind. That's my brother. And his memory is with those of us who knew him. And whatever. When I'm dead, I don't want you to keep my memory alive. Okay? Let the dead bury me. You go and preach the kingdom of heaven. Do you understand? When Julian's dead, the only thing that there is to remember about me is that Jesus saved me. And through all of the worst circumstances, I was hopeful and grateful to God that I'm here with the opportunity to serve my brothers and sisters whom I meet, however I meet them, to uplift spirits, to find solutions, and make things better. Because that's what life is about, you know? And so, I don't know what to say to my mother. There's nothing left to say. Mama need to work this out on her own. Jared's gone. What if I lost my children? Well, I'll have to go forth and preach the kingdom of heaven. Because death is real. We can see death. We feel it. We know it. But we forget that life is real, you know? And death, don't let death halt life. Life is the now. Life is the moment that you're living in. Don't let the moment that you're living in become arrested by the past, brothers and sisters. Let the dead bury their own dead. But you, go forth and preach the kingdom of heaven.